Welcome back, everyone. Christian Shreve, bestboxingbets.com. I'm also the author of Money Boxing. I hope you've taken the time to check that out. Well, one of the things that we're doing here is we're determining how we can take advantage of what's available, how we can make smart investments, how we can make smart decisions, and how we can become the best informed fight fans in the world. One of the things that we do is differentiation. I was with someone who specializes in, shall we say, reducing struggles. And he said, it's all differentiation. It's all being able to separate things and fine line things. And we're going to do that now. We're going to take something that is historically accepted and we're going to alter it because it is better altered. It's more accurate. What am I talking about? Well, at the end of the year, they take the fights and the fighters. They do it in all sports, but they take the fights and the fighters, and they say we're going to make an assessment. We're going to have the fight of the year and the fighter of the year and the KO of the year and the comeback of the year and all these things of this calendar year. But there's some discrepancies, and some of you have pointed this out, and I'd be remiss not to point it out. So let's deal with it. When the 1980s ended, everyone knew who the round of the year was going to be for that decade. Everyone knew it was going to be the first round between Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Thomas Hearns, April 15th, 1985, Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. The fight of the year was listed in a 1982 bout that happened in November when the explosive thin man Alexis Arguello challenged the mercurial Aaron the Hawk Pryor for his fourth world championship at 140 pounds. And they went at each other marvelously. It ended up that Arguello fell just short of that prized fourth world championship, and a star was born in Pryor. But behind the scenes in 1982, that wasn't the fight of the year. It was the fourth bout between Bobby Chacon and Rafael Bazooka Limon. Now, those of you who are experienced fight fans, you know who those guys are, but for the rest of you, man, I remember watching that fight. It made me tired just watching it. And if we fast forward to last year, if we fast forward to 2012, we can really quickly look back and we can say, well, who's recognized as having the fight of the year last year? Well, officially, it's Manny Pacquiao's loss to Juan Manuel Marquez, an explosive knockout finish. Well, let's just say it. That wasn't the fight of the year. It was the event of the year, certainly. It was the KO of the year. Some say that assuredly gave Marquez the title of fighter of the year. Okay, I'm not going to argue with that. But as some of you are already aware, the fight of the year last year had to do with a man named Mike Alvarado and Brandon Rios. If you had covered up the faces and didn't know who they were, there was no question that was the fight of the year. But the magnitude of the event overshadowed it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call things the way they should be. I should say I'm going to differentiate. And I'm going to add 2 new titles to the lexicon that I use for describing how things go at the end of the year. And the first one is I'm going to say, this might have been the fight of the year, this might have been the KO of the year, this might have been the fighter of the year, but what was the event of the year? In 2013, it might turn out the event of the year might be Manny Pacquiao's return. It might turn out to be the announcement of Floyd Mayweather's fantastic 6-fight mega deal. We don't know. But there is an event of the year, and we have to say that there is a performance of the year. The performance of the year in 1982 was certainly Alexis Arguello and Aaron Pryor, both of them deservedly receiving recognition for that is what's due. Even though that wasn't technically the fight of the year. Fantastic fight, but it wasn't. And the performance of this year, it's possible, but I really struggle to see anything that will compete with Guillermo Rigondeaux's taking down Nonito Donaire. It's one of the greatest pure boxing clinics that I've ever seen. So I'm going to be adding that. And I encourage you to not get caught up in the limitation of only so many categories of recognition. We see it the way it is. There is an event of the year. There is a performance of the year. There is a fight of the year. And I'm going to be calling them that way from this point forward. I invite you to do the same. Give me your comments below. Christian Shreve, bestboxingbets.com. I'm Christian Shreve, and I'm here to tell you about why I think you should own my new book, Money Boxing, which is on sale now. Money Boxing has something for everyone, whether or not you know anything about boxing. You're about to receive a backstage pass into a world of glamour, corruption, and intrigue. And you're going to learn about the system, which is the only thing the casinos have had to fear in a long time. You can own Money Boxing by clicking on the link below now. I think you'll like it.